and the cream consistency is legit, as you heard from both Ethan and another cream connoisseur himself, Iron Musket.
Hey, I got a cream on my channel. Just one.
Yeah, you're the rookie creamer. You're the rookie creamer. You're the rookie creamer.
I am not the rookie creamer, bro. Anyways, Jacked Factory just sent me a 12-pack of their new protein bar. It's limited edition, and they had me review it on my Instagram story. If you guys follow me over there, you saw how I thought about it. I really enjoyed it. Kind of inspired me a little bit because I don't see that many caramel apple protein bars. It was just a really unique flavor, but I enjoyed it a lot. So I was thinking, I feel like this would make a really good mix-in for a protein ice cream, and I was like, what ice cream would I put this in? And then I remembered it's pretty much fall, right? You got trick-or-treating, hay rides, hot cider. And now we got a new protein bar that I'm gonna be using in a cream that I'm gonna be making today. It's a little early. I feel like this is more Thanksgiving-ish. I don't care. I really wanted to try it. Today we're gonna be making an apple pie protein ice cream. This mix-in is optional. It's just what inspired me to do this. This is called caramel apple. I like apple pie. Apple pie doesn't really have caramel in it, but it got me thinking about apple pie, and I really want an apple pie protein ice cream. I made an apple pie before. I think this would be a great mix-in. I don't know, man. I tried it and it was mint. We're just gonna do it. It's gonna be good. I'm gonna graduate from rookie creamer status. Now I'm gonna be amateur creamer. And then who knows where I'm gonna be in a year. It's gonna be great. But I know everyone's not gonna buy the bar, so I'm not gonna make it mandatory. If you enjoy this kind of content, consider leaving a like. And if you're new here, subscribe as well. It helps me out a lot, and I appreciate all of your continued support. But guys, I'm not gonna talk anymore. I wanna put this together. Okay, so this is my second time filming the video because after I finished up yesterday, I made the cream a couple more times because I just like making it. And I realized there was a couple things that I could have improved on, so we're gonna remake it, we're gonna reshoot it, and we're gonna get it right. But of course, you gotta make sure you have your Thug Jug, drink a gallon of water a day. There is no exceptions to that rule. You guys have been subscribed for over a year. At least you better have. So you already know this. Goes without saying, but sometimes I gotta refresh some of your memories. Let's take a sip. First thing you guys are gonna wanna do is grab a measuring cup. This might be all smudgy, so will the blender, because I just made the cream, I just got it right, just took the thumbnail. I'm actually filming because I just made the correction. So take your measuring cup, fill it up to 1 cup with water. We're gonna come over to our stove, pour the water right in. We're gonna let that boil. While it's warming up, we're gonna take 2 apples and we're just gonna cut them up. You're gonna aim for about 300 grams. I like to cut them into little wedges. Try not to make them too small because we're gonna put them in the blender towards the end. It's gonna be a lot of our filling. If you cut them too small, it's just gonna blend in with the ice cream and you're not really gonna notice it as much. So just be mindful of that. I'm not gonna weigh them out because 2 apples equates to about 300 grams. Plus I have a bunch of mix already made in the fridge that I'm gonna use for the video for the sake of time, but we're still gonna put these in the pot. Couldn't think of it. Toss them right in. Woo! This part you can eyeball, but I'm gonna toss in about 2 to 3 grams of cinnamon and about 20 grams of sweetener. I've been measuring stuff for a while, so I'm pretty good at eyeballing it. If you guys wanna be approximate, grab your food scale. This is optional, but I really think it adds to it. Take about 15 to 20 grams of Swerve brown sugar, toss it right in the water. Molly, don't eat that. You're probably asking why I'm making it right now, being that it's already done. Because I'm gonna prep this stuff for later. I'm gonna keep making this cream. It's so good. It is so good, and it's perfect for this time of, I almost said this time of season, this time of year. I can't talk today. As I mentioned, I prepped some apples before this, so right here I have about 600 grams of the apple pie filling that we boiled in the pot a few hours ago. It's very important that when you take the pot of apples and you pour it all into a bowl, keep the water. Everything that's left over is going to be going into the ice cream. Trust me, it adds so much to the flavor. So in here I have the apples, and in here I can't really show you because it'll spill obviously, but I have all the water that was left over from when I made those apples. Take your blender and just toss it right on your food scale. We're just gonna start off by putting in 700 grams of ice. 703, that's close enough. So I'm gonna take the water that was left over from those apples, I'm gonna pour it right back in my measuring cup. Check that out. I'm not gonna lie, it tastes exactly like apple cider. Zero your scale and pour in 130 grams. Being that I'm the rookie creamer trying to graduate to amateur creamer, I'm gonna start separating the wet and dry ingredients because I'm used to just throwing everything in at once. Molly, did you just fart? Dude, my dog just ripped ass right next to me. I don't know if I should be concerned or proud. Probably the latter. Why are you looking at me like that? Molly. Oh, you're so gross, but you're so cute. Molly, what do you have to say? You're not even ashamed. Good job. But yeah, I'm gonna start separating wet and dry. So I'm gonna put all my wet ingredients in first, blend it, then we're gonna add the dry, blend it. You'll see as the video goes on, so pay close attention. 100 grams of vanilla Greek yogurt. I know everyone uses a plain non-fat. This is non-fat vanilla. It's not the same stuff you're used to using in ice creams. This is really good. Tossing in 100 grams. The vanilla non-fat tastes 100 times better than the plain non-fat, so I do recommend you guys use it. It's the expense of like maybe 10 calories. I don't even care, because we're not using a full serving, so that might be an extra 6 calories. Who cares? Next up, we're gonna throw in 6 grams of vanilla extract. I believe I learned from one of Nick's videos, it's better to blend up all the ice and the wet ingredients first, then add everything afterwards. I think that's what he did, but it works. Nick, I'm gonna steal this from you. Appreciate you. Let that blend for about a minute. All right, just work all that down a little bit. Next up, I'm gonna toss in 2 grams of pectin. For those of you that don't know what pectin is, it's similar to xanthan gum or guar gum. It's a thickening agent. I wanna shout out Isologist. I reviewed one of his ice creams a few videos back. I fell in love with the peanut butter and jelly ice cream he made. So guys, if you wanna check him out and show some support, I'm gonna have him linked down below, but you're the one that put me on the pectin. Thank you so much. After we add 2 grams of pectin, we're gonna toss in 3 grams of xanthan gum. Next up, you're gonna add some cinnamon. I advise 2.5 grams, but you guys know I like it a little sweeter, a little more extreme on the flavor spectrum. So I'm gonna add 3.5 grams, and that's personal preference. I do advise 2.5, but make it to your liking because I'm not strict. I don't give a shit what you put in here. You guys can always play around with ratios. I don't care what you add because it comes down to personal preference, but I'm gonna have all the ingredients and measurements linked down below so you guys can follow it there. It might be a little easier. But if you watch the video front to end, it really helps with my algorithm. And also, like the video and subscribe. This stuff ain't easy, and it ain't cheap. But anyways, now I'm gonna toss in 20 grams of Swerve brown sugar. I forgot to add a wet ingredient. Still a rookie. You're gonna want Torani Classic Caramel. This adds a lot when it comes to having that seasonal caramel apple pie taste. I don't know, it's good stuff, just buy it. We're gonna throw in 30 grams. 30. Last but not least, we're gonna toss in 40 grams of vanilla whey protein. As always, I'm gonna be using Jack Factory's protein. If you guys are interested in some of the best tasting protein and you would like to support my channel, consider using my code Ethan20. You'll get 20% off anything on Jack Factory's website. I will have that linked down below. That is everything. We're gonna toss this back on the blender once again. Okay, but I'm just kidding, that's not my thing. As you always do with ice creams, we're gonna scrape the sides down. Oh my gosh, this looks so good. Bruh, let's get a little sneak peek of this. Oh, trying to graduate, baby. I'm gonna do one more quick blend just to make sure all the ice broke down, maybe like 15, 20 seconds. We're sitting at about 8 cups of cream right now, but we have one more step before we are done. Last but not least, we are gonna take 300 grams of the apples we made previously. We're just gonna toss them right in. If you follow me over on Instagram, you already saw this on my story. The process of making this is just mouth-watering. Wait till you taste it. Once all your apples are in, we're gonna throw the top back on, blend it one more time. However, this is very important. Don't just hit blend and let it go. What you wanna do is blend it for like half a second and then immediately stop it, and do that a bunch of times. When you blend it like that, it mixes it all throughout the ice cream. However, it prevents the apples from breaking down entirely and blending in with the ice cream because you want that consistency contrast. Pulse blending will take this ice cream to another level, but if you just let it run and you let the apples break down entirely, it's gonna taste just as good. It's just the consistency is gonna be all ice cream. You know, you wanna be able to have the apple to break it up. I think it just does wonders for it, so follow along. This entire ice cream is done. We're ready to eat it. However, you saw my thumbnail. You saw how aesthetic it looked. I want to show you how to do that for those of you that want to make your glass look pretty. This is going to be today's device of ice cream consumption. Check this out. Just ignore all these dishes. I know it's a mess. I've been working at a restaurant for almost 6 years. I learned all the tricks on how to make things look really good. So take your cinnamon, sprinkle it right into the bottom, maybe about a gram, gram and a half. Now you're gonna wet your fingers down. You're just gonna flick. Flick right inside of the glass. Get drips everywhere. You probably can't see it, but there's like drips running all along the glass towards the bottom. Finally, what you're gonna do, you're just gonna spin it around, let it coat all the water on the sides of the glass. And then you are done. Pour your cream right in there and it's gonna look 10 times better. All right, let's check out the pour. Oh my gosh, bro. But hang on, we're forgetting something. There we go. Done. Almost. I'm not gonna lie, I kinda like how this looks, so we're just gonna do a little taste test right here. Got a little bit of the apple chunk, got everything in there. Cheers. Hell yeah, dude. Oh my gosh. Also, we are on the last of the 12 authentic bars because I had a bunch of trials for this, but this is what I like to do with this recipe. As I mentioned, this authentic bar is what inspired me to try making this recipe. I love the flavor of this one. I think I gave it like an 8.6 in terms of taste, but what I like to do is break this up, and this is gonna be the topping for the cream. I'm gonna break this up, taste test it, and we're gonna go over the macros with and without the protein bar. If I try to put any more of this protein bar in there, it's gonna overflow and spill over. But guess what? The bar itself is delicious, so I don't care. All right, taste test number 2. Cheers. That is perfect. I need more, bro. For the boys and girls. Love you. So this right here is the glass I put all the ice cream in, and that was maybe a third of all the ice cream, maybe less. You get so much volume with this recipe, guys. If you made the recipe exactly how I made it, this is gonna be the calories and macros without the authentic bar. We are looking at 389 calories, 1.9 grams of fat, 51.8 grams of carbs, 44.2 grams of protein, and 7.3 grams of fiber. Now here's the calories and macros if you add the authentic bar as a mix-in. You are looking at 669 calories, 14.9 grams of fat, 79.8 grams of carbs, 58.2 grams of protein, and 9.3 grams of fiber. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, the macros on the authentic bar aren't my favorite. 280 calories to 14 grams of protein. So being that I'm in a phase where I'm trying to just get stronger, put on a little bit more muscle, I'm eating like 2 of these things a day, right? I reviewed the Anabars. I told you that they don't have the best calorie to macro ratio, but I was in contest prep, so I thought they would be really dangerous. Now that I'm not cutting for anything, we're entering winter time. Anabars, authentic bars, I got nothing against them. I think they're delicious, and I would absolutely consider getting yourself some. I'm gonna be eating these quite frequently. However, if you're not interested in buying these bars, that's totally fine. You can always put in like a Quest bar, a Built bar, whatever it is you want. Protein bars make for great ice cream mix-ins, or you could just not put anything in there, have a sub 400 protein ice cream. When you get the apple chunks, it is so hard to explain. I love it so much. And being that this is a caramel apple flavor, it really just goes so well with this combination of ingredients. And not only that, the texture kind of reminds me of a pie crust almost. So you're getting every element of an apple pie. You get the apple, you got the crust. And it's funny because I would consider ice cream to be a summertime food, but pie and things like that to be around Thanksgiving and Christmas time during the winter. So we kind of have like a winter food in like a summer form. I have no problem with that. If you guys make this recipe, let me know how you like it down below, or message me or story something on your Instagram and I'll repost it and shout you out. I wanna hear you guys' thoughts, give me some feedback. Also, if you end up getting the protein bar or any of the whey protein or anything else off of Jack Factory's website, send me a screenshot of your order if you use my code and I'll repost you and shout you out as well on my Instagram. I wanna show love to everybody who's supporting my channel because little things like that go a long way. I want you guys to enjoy what it is that I produce. And I just love hearing your feedback. But like I said, if you don't want to get those bars, you can put in any protein bar. I just think these are the most seasonal. These have the caramel apple flavor, and I don't think there's many protein bars that have that flavor. At least none that I can name off the top of my head, but it's all preference. Do whatever you like. Guys, I appreciate each and every one of you for making it this far in the video. I really hope you enjoy the recipe. If you have not already, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Ring the bell to be notified when I drop more videos like this. And leave a comment if you have a suggestion for a video in the future or a recipe you'd like to see me make. If you want to see your name featured on the jug that I feature in every single video, consider being a member of my Patreon. I will have that link down below. But guys, that is it for me. I appreciate you watching. I will see you in the next video. Take care of yourselves. Peace.